I am Phaedra, the Oracle of Athens.
Phaedra was the Oracle of Athens? Eh?
JEM is my name, no one else is the same. JEM is my name.
Now, Greek mythology is super complicated and more soap opera-y than this show could even dream to be, but I don't... Yay, Stingers are back, yay! JEM Holograms and the Stingers are in Greece, and they're doing a concert there. And Jerica and Rio spent all night setting up the sound equipment and stuff, and they are at their wits' end, and they snap at each other and yell at each other, and harumph walk away with their arms crossed. Jerica's having a problem with, Rio, he seems to like me, but he's also really affectionate towards JEM, and, I just don't know who he loves, la-di-da-di-da. Synergy, for her part, actually says, hey, you want my advice? And Jerica says, no. Jerica's walking around, and Jerica Benton, ooh, come here, Jerica. And she's like, what the hell? And there's a woman in dark robes, and she says, I am Phaedra, Oracle of Athens. And I'm like, you're Synergy, because you sound just like her. But Jerica doesn't notice that. And it's not like the show's really trying to hide it. It's like the Gemstar earrings are doing like a sparkle. It's like, It's like, yeah, we know. But, so, Synergy is trying to help Jerica by adopting the persona of Phaedra. And I'm like, well, that's an interesting choice of mythological characters. I am not a Greek mythological expert, but I don't recall her being an oracle. She was just like Theseus's second wife who he was like originally married to his sister, who helped him with the Minotaur thing, and then dumped her for reasons, and then Phaedra was like, I'm gonna claim that my first husband raped me, and that'll get me in your good... Oh, it's a mess. And I'm probably butchering it because it's just all over the place. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So anyway, Phaedra / Synergy says, okay, here's what you do. Adopt an even newer persona. Not Jerica, not JEM, and see how Rio reacts. She says, okay. So Rio's chasing after JEM or Jerica, one or the other, and runs into Mindy or Susan or whatever her new persona is. And he says, oh, well, hey, aren't you cool? I feel like I've known you all my life. Can I walk you back to town? And Jerica's thinking, wow, this guy's just friendly to everyone he meets. And yeah, Rio is Rio. So Riot is now chasing, he's like, heck with JEM, I'm going after Jerica! And so he sweeps Jerica off her feet, literally, by driving by in a horse-drawn carriage, like from Ben-Hur. And he's like, haha, you are mine, I love you! And she's like, I wonder what Rio's doing. And he smooches her, and she says, I wonder what Rio's doing. He's like,
Jerica, I just kissed you.
Did you? I'm sorry, I didn't notice.
He's like, well, that hurts my fragile little man feelings. And throughout the episode, Minx is once again crawling all over Rio, especially when Jerica or JEM happens to be standing by. And she's like, you're with Minx and you're friendly with Mindy or whoever my third persona is, and you love Minx and stuff. I can tell by the way you keep telling her to go away and pushing her off your lap. Wait a minute. That is one thing I've noticed with Rio. While he is ostensibly Jerica's boyfriend, he is really friendly in a smoochy way with JEM, and he is really friendly with this new Mindy, but Rio is only friendly with Jerica, even when she's in disguise. He doesn't act that way with other women, like, you know, Minx, or any of the other holograms. So, there's that. So, Riot and Rio are about to get in a fist fight, and he's like, what in blue blazes are you doing, Riot? Man of the fishnet purple tank top. Only you could pull that off, Riot. And he says, I am trying to make you jealous so that you will win back Jerica, so that you're not chasing JEM, so that I have her all to myself. What part of this aren't you getting, you dense person, you? And Rio's like, huh. So, Riot goes chasing after a hologram of JEM, and Jerica and Rio make up after Synergy reveals that she was Phaedra the entire time. And it's like, Jerica, sweetie, pumpkin cakes. Listen, kiddo. Have you noticed that what Andrew just said is true and has been saying throughout the entire season? Is that, you know, he loves you, he sees you no matter what disguise you're wearing. Because he doesn't act that way with Minx, he doesn't act that way with anyone else. Only when it's really you. And while he should be able to, if he thinks JEM is a different person, and he still suspects that that's Jerica, even though he doesn't know how. You know, at the end of the day, you, the inner beauty that is the wonderful person that is Jerica, is what he's attracted to, no matter what personas you cover that up with. So please, Jerica, pull your head out of your ass. Oh, and also please just tell Rio, I mean, yeah, you guys are going to fight about it, and he's going to probably kick over a plant, and he'll mope and brood, but then you'll probably be fine. We've only got like 6 episodes left. And Rio, my man, I say this with all due sincerity. Don't try to dance.
Love is everywhere.
Just don't.